Have you ever felt like you don't belong here? Like there's something greater, calling your name, weaving through fading dreams and blurred reality? It's not a voice you hear, but a frequency, an underground wave, touching your soul from beyond the realm of the visible. Have you ever looked up at the sky and sensed that something is waiting for you to remember? Not a memory, but a truth, that you were once the light, the very source of creation, and you only forgot that for a moment when you came here. Why do those who sleep soundly always feel safe, while you, the one awakening, tremble down to your very core? Because you are touching the boundary between illusion and reality, between the world built by others and the world you were born to create. This is not a video for entertainment. This is a gateway, a turning point, a whisper from the universe itself, sent to you through numbers, dreams, intuition, and the silent pains you dare not name. And if you have the courage to listen till the end, you will no longer be the person you once were when the final note fades. You will remember who you truly are, and you will begin to soar. You are not trapped by your circumstances. You are trapped by your perception of those circumstances. You are not bound by your past. You are bound by unforgiven memories, by an ego that refuses to forget, and by the voice inside your head saying, I am a victim. But you are not a victim. You are a creator. You are an electric current connecting every dimension of the universe. You are an energy being, taking human form, temporarily dwelling in this body to remember that you are more than flesh and bone. You are consciousness. You are life observing itself. The breath you just took, that is a miracle. Your heartbeat, without you controlling it, is proof that something greater is guiding you. We are not alone. We have never been separate. We are only disconnected from our own memory, the memory that we are part of the source. And the source never binds. The source guides only when we let go. Let go of control. Let go of fear. Let go of struggle. Because when you stop holding on, you begin to rise. It's time you understand this. Everything is energy. Your emotions, they are frequencies. Your thoughts, they are the pathways. Your words, they are vibrations shaping matter. And your beliefs, they are the blueprint of reality. When you're angry, you're not wrong. You're just broadcasting on a low frequency. When you're anxious, you're not weak. You've simply forgotten you can adjust that frequency dial. As Dr. Joe Dispenza said, if you can feel it, you can heal it. Your body is a finely tuned quantum machine. Every cell listens to your thoughts. Bruce Lipton proved DNA is not destiny. The mind rewrites the genetic code. The universe doesn't operate by chance, it operates by resonance. You don't attract what you want, but what you are. Neville Goddard called this the law of assumption. When you act as if what you desire has already happened, then it must happen. Because the world doesn't respond to your wishes, it responds to the state you emit from within. You fear, and the universe says, all right, here's more for you to fear. You are grateful, and the universe says, wonderful, here's more blessings. You love, and everything blooms. You judge, and everything stiffens. The secret is not control. The secret is surrender, returning to your natural state, where no effort is needed, no proof, no fear of being left behind. You don't need to strain to become someone. You just need to peel away each layer of limiting beliefs. As Eckhart Tolle said, you don't have to search for yourself. You are already that. Have you ever seen a kite? It only soars high when the person holding the string knows when to let go. We are the same. We've held on too tightly for too long, holding on to others to love us, holding money tight, clutching the past as if letting go means disappearing. But the truth is, you only start living when you start releasing. Letting go is not surrender. Letting go is trusting that a greater intelligence is at work. As Greg Braden said, when you change the emotions in your heart, you change the physical world around you. You are the center frequency of this reality. The ego fears because it doesn't know what will happen if it lets go. But the soul smiles because it knows that when you let go, you will be lifted on wings of trust. This is not a game of right or wrong. This is a journey of remembering. You have never been lost. You have only been asleep in the dream of separation. Awakening is not a blinding light that changes your life instantly. Awakening is each moment you pause, listen to your breath, feel your heart, and choose to act from presence, not reaction. Ram Dass said, "Be here now, because now is the door to eternity." You don't need to seek miracles. Awakening itself is the miracle, the conscious gaze into another's eyes. That is what changes the world. Can you feel it? Your heart is calling, not to take you somewhere, but to bring you home. Home to yourself. You have endured enough pain, enough effort, enough resistance to know that control is an illusion. And letting go doesn't make you weak. It makes you free. Free to soar, not on the wings of ego, but on the wings of truth. The truth that you are light. You are a beam of the universe, experiencing this life as a game to remember who you truly are. Tesla once said, "If you want to understand the universe, think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration." Look into yourself. You are frequency too. You vibrate with every emotion. You tune with every thought. You are a song, and the universe dances to the melody you play. Nothing is random. Everything you encounter is a reflection of you. Everyone you love is a mirror for you to love yourself. Everything you hate is a part of yourself you haven't embraced yet. Letting go is not giving up. Letting go is embracing both light and shadow. Because as David R. Hawkins taught, you don't raise your frequency by avoiding the negative, but by transcending it with compassion. No one comes to save you because you were never lost. You just need to remember that you are life itself, experiencing itself in countless forms. And when you truly remember, when you truly let go, you will see yourself soaring effortlessly because you are not just living in the universe. You are the universe living within yourself. And this universe has never known limits. Look back on the times when you suffered the most. Was it always when you tried to hold on to something that no longer belonged to you? Holding on to a broken relationship? Holding on to an old version of yourself just to please others? Holding on to a past you think you'll lose yourself without? But you were not born to hold on. You were born to evolve. Life is a flow. You are part of that flow, and the flow never turns backward. When you try to go back, you get tired. When you let go, you flow with life's rhythm. Everything you once feared losing was never lost. It's only being restructured to come back in a new form, higher, more fitting, at the perfect time. Because the universe never takes away without bringing something better in return. You just need enough courage to let go and enough stillness to receive. This world teaches you control, mastery, fight to get what you want, but your soul whispers trust, release, flow, not flowing passively, but flowing in harmony, cooperating with life and listening deeply. When you let go of expectations, you are free to love unconditionally. When you let go of fear, you begin to live with an open heart. When you let go of the need to control, you start to feel the magic unfolding around you. That's when the coincidences begin. The timely call, the unexpected opportunity, the stranger who brings a turning point, the door opening where you thought you were stuck, because the universe always responds to your deepest truth. Not what you say, but what you truly believe, feel, and act upon. And when you truly let go of all that is not you, a strange peace begins to spread. No more proving yourself. No more racing others. No more pretending to be strong. You don't have to be good enough to deserve love. You are love from the very first moment. You don't have to heal everything before moving forward. You can step forward with a broken heart, and that is healing itself. Sometimes the very moment you let go is the moment you become the truest version of yourself. Because you weren't born to be the version others expect. You were born to awaken as yourself. And that self is not the tired ego weighed down by control, comparison, and fear, but a presence full of light, knowing, I am enough. I am exactly where I need to be with the experiences I need to evolve. No wrong steps, no wasted detours, all lessons, all part of the journey home. You've carried the key for so long, the key to open the door to freedom, not outside but within, where you are ready to let go. Let go of limiting beliefs. Let go of old definitions of yourself. Let go of the story you've told yourself 1,000 times that you're not enough. The truth is, you have been enough since the moment you were born. You don't need to do anything more to deserve it. And when you live from that awareness, everything changes. Not because you're trying to change it, but because you become someone different. Someone living in presence. Someone no longer clinging. Someone who knows and what truly belongs to you will never leave. And what leaves is clearing the way for something deeper. You cannot soar if you still cling to the stones beneath your feet. But when you let go, the whole sky opens up, and you realize you never needed wings because you are the wings. And when you take flight, you will see the world you once thought was rigid, limited, and harsh is merely a reflection of the beliefs you unconsciously carry within your heart. Beliefs are the lens through which you view the world. If that lens is stained by fear, you will see a fearful world. If that lens is cleansed by presence and love, you will see a vibrant, intelligent, and compassionate world. Bruce Lipton once said, "Your beliefs are more important than your DNA, because biology is not fixed. It responds to your frequency. Your body is the physical expression of consciousness, and consciousness is energy. What you send out through emotion is what you call back. The universe does not respond to your words, but to the vibration you emit every day. Not what you wish for, but what you truly believe is real." Neville Goddard taught us not just to imagine, but to become that state here and now. Not just to think about wealth, but to live as if you are already the embodiment of abundance. Not just to wait for love, but to love yourself so deeply that love cannot help but respond. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. And what are you? You are a frequency, an energy field, a stream of consciousness oscillating. When you let go of limiting beliefs, your frequency changes. And when your frequency changes, your reality changes. Greg Braden calls this the science of prayer. Not begging for something outside, but feeling what you want as if it's already happened. Because emotion is the language of the universe. When you feel gratitude first, what you're grateful for appears. When you feel freedom first, doors open. When you feel wholeness first, what you thought was missing comes to you as a reflection of inner fullness. This is not magic. This is quantum physics. Everything is wave before it becomes particle. Your consciousness is the observer, causing the wave to collapse into reality. You are the architect of your experience. And when you live as if you are co-creating, you are no longer a victim. You no longer ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, you ask, "What is this teaching me? What frequency am I being called to shift?" Dolores Cannon said, "There are no accidents. Each soul chooses experiences to evolve. You are not here to avoid challenges. You are here to grow through them. You are not here to live safely, but to live authentically. And the truth does not need to be perfect. Truth is being honest with your feelings. It is daring to face your darkness, not to run away, but to release." David R. Hawkins calls this yielding resistance, letting go of low frequencies and transforming through awareness. You don't need to fight the darkness. You just need to bring in the light of acceptance, the light of compassion, the light of realizing, I am not this pain. I am witnessing this pain. And in witnessing, it dissolves. Because darkness cannot survive when you no longer label it as bad or to be removed. Darkness is simply a part of you yearning to be loved. When you love your vulnerable parts, you become whole. Ram Dass said, "We are on a journey back home, and that home is the heart." Letting go does not mean giving up. Letting go means leaving old baggage behind to go further. When you let go of the image you think you must become, you begin to live from the soul. And the soul does not chase results. The soul only wants to experience fully, feel deeply, and express truthfully. You are not here to prove anything. You are here to remember who you are. Behind masks, roles, and conditions, you are a ray of the universe's light, and you don't have to do anything to deserve that. Just let go of what is not you. Because once you truly let go, you don't just fly, you begin to shine. And when you shine, you don't try to make others see that light. You don't need to shout, "I am awakened." You simply live as a lamp, quiet but powerful, and in that presence, those still in darkness will naturally be awakened. Carl Jung once said, "Don't try to become a good person, become a whole person." Because true light doesn't come from rejecting the dark, but from embracing it with an open heart. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to be honest with yourself. Dare to listen to the voice within. Dare to choose the path less traveled, because that is the path home. And the deeper you go, you will see. Freedom doesn't come from controlling everything. It comes from letting go of the need to control. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is expanding. Shedding the tight shell so your soul can breathe. Releasing the grip on the old version of yourself so you can step into the version calling from your dreams. You cannot fly while still holding tightly to the ground. And the ground, sometimes, is the unconscious definitions you've accepted. I'm not good enough. I must have that to be happy. I can't live without this person. All illusions. When you face those definitions head on and realize they are not you. They are just thoughts drifting across the sky of your consciousness. You are not the clouds. You are the vast sky behind them. You are the stillness in which all movement happens, the presence that cannot be harmed or taken away. You are the whole being, never lacking. And from that place, you no longer beg for love. You become love, no longer expecting someone to save you. You become the one who lifts yourself up. And then from that fullness, you begin to give without fear of losing. Because how can you lose something when you are the source itself? And that is when you truly fly. Not flying across the sky outside, but flying inward, where you are no longer bound by time, no longer living in regret of the past or fear of the future. Only the present remains, only now, where all miracles are always present. When you let go, you don't fall, you become the sky, and you fly, flying without wings because you are weightless, not because the world has changed, but because you have changed the way you exist in the world. You are the new dawn, and when you step into a new day with an open heart, nothing is impossible. And then, at some moment, amidst the silence that seems meaningless, you will hear what the entire universe has been whispering to you since the dawn of time. You did not come here to live in fear. You came here to remember that you are the light. You didn't come here to obey reality. You came to create it. You are not the one tossed by life's storm. You are the storm itself, the still point within every swirling vortex, the heart of the entire dimension. You are not the product of the past. You are the starting point of a new timeline. You are the author rewriting destiny, the breaker of old cycles, the one rising from ashes with a gaze no longer belonging to this world. And you are not alone, not for a single moment. Every breath you take, life itself loving you back. Every heartbeat, a sacred symphony awakening from the deepest core of creation. Do not wait another moment. You don't need permission. You are the declaration of the universe's soul. You are the harmony of light incarnate. Stand up, not with your feet, but with your consciousness. Don't walk, fly. Don't ask the world for miracles. Be the miracle. Because when you let go, you begin to soar, not in the way the world imagines, but in a way that silences everything and bows them down. And in that moment, the world will recognize a soul has awakened, a light has returned, a star, long lost, now remembers the way home.